Today's guided insight centers around the idea of doing what you do best and knowing when to delegate the rest. As leaders, we often feel like we're expected to be great at just about everything. But ironically, I don't think I've ever met a leader who lived up to that expectation. Truth be told, each of us brings a given set of talents and strengths that makes us exceptional at some things and not so great at others. Knowing this, it's important to get clear on the talents and expertise you bring to the table, and then surround yourself with people who bring talents and strengths that are different from yours. Having diversity of talent on your team is a key advantage for you as a leader. A well-rounded group allows each individual to do what they do best in order to deliver the desired outcomes. It's best said in the old adage, "We're better together." Unfortunately, many of us have been taught that weakness fixing is a strategy for excellence. So we focus on what's wrong with us or what we deem inadequate, and we try to repair those parts of us ourselves. However, in my experience, while all that effort to try to fix our perceived weaknesses usually results in some incremental improvement, we hardly ever get to the point where it feels authentic and natural to who we are and how we want to lead. The struggles that we experience with weakness fixing is telling us that we may simply not be wired to be great at those specific things. On the other hand, when we know what our natural talents and strengths are and consciously begin using them, we can experience greater flow and ease in our workday. Only then can we actually deliver on excellence. By way of example, I often see high achievers in leadership roles focused heavily on the doing and executing. They've come up the ranks because they're taskmasters and they're able to get lots of things done. Now in a senior leadership role, their responsibilities go way beyond the checklist and the accomplishments. True leadership, of course, demands strategic thinking, influencing, and relationship building. And any attempt to be excellent at all of those will quite likely end with mediocre results. So does that mean that the powerful high achiever can't be successful as a senior leader? Absolutely not. But what it does mean is that leaders must surround themselves with people who are great at things they're not. It's not only the high achievers who need the support of others. I've seen plenty of talented strategic thinkers who, without activators and executors, find themselves continually rethinking their roadmap to a point where launch date after launch date comes and goes without the on switch ever being flipped. I've seen powerful influencers weave inspirational stories only to have them fizzle out because they couldn't operationalize the vision. I've seen relationship builders fall short of their goals because they weren't great at prioritizing or saying no. I invite you today to make a list of what you consider your strengths to be. Consider what comes easy to you and what you pick up quickly. That's usually a sign of your natural talent. Describe your strengths in detail. Now make another list of what you consider your weaknesses to be. You know, the things that are really getting in the way of your success. Next to each of those weaknesses, add the name of a team member, a contractor, or a partner who's great at that. If you can't come up with anyone to collaborate with or delegate to, then decide which of your strengths you could use to offset that weakness. For example, I'm not great at confrontation because harmony is really important to me. But sometimes you just have to have a tough conversation. As a no-nonsense executor, I find that if I put my tough conversation on my priority task list with a must-complete date, I am more likely to face what is uncomfortable and have that much-needed conversation. Another one of my strengths is positivity. When I approach that same confrontation from the perspective of what's the best that could happen, I often arrive at that very outcome. Do you see how I'm tapping into what I'm naturally good at to create success? Now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes if you're in a place where it's safe to do so. Soften your facial muscles and lengthen the back of your neck by tucking your chin just slightly. Sit up straight, dropping your shoulders down to create more comfort in your body. Uncross your legs so your feet are flat on the floor and place your hands open on your lap with your palms facing up. Now, silently begin to repeat the insight, I do what I do best and delegate the rest. Allow this insight to be gentle and easy, almost as if it's floating by on a cloud, just drifting by. For the next minute, let this insight be your primary thought. I do what I do best and I delegate the rest. If at any point you notice that your mindset has drifted away from the insight, gently come back to it and continue repeating it silently. Allow the insight to settle into your mind and your heart. When you hear a soft chime, stop repeating the insight and be still with your eyes closed. I do what I do best and delegate the rest. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Today and every day, harness your talents and strengths to pursue excellence. Depend on and partner with others to do what they do best, knowing that you are better together. And remember, before you go out, go in.